Hello.
Hello, brother.
Hey, my
Assalamu
friend.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine. I just want to thank you that I am the guy just
I know who you
converted.
are. I know who you are.
Okay,
Trust me. Trust
okay,
me.
thank you. I just want to tell you that I'm growing up in faith and uh, Alhamdulillah, lishkuru li Rabb. I really thank the Messiah that I came to know the Lord Jesus.
I mean,
I always pray for you because and I also thank the man who led me to watch your videos 4 years before.
do you
And
remember who is he? Who is he?
he's my friend. No, he doesn't. He told me not to tell
All
his
right.
name
Okay.
because
No problem.
okay. Maybe I will tell you, but
It's okay. No
he
problem.
told
No
me that.
problem. No problem.
Okay. Uh, Alhamdulillah. Yeah. I found the truth, and now after reading all the things, and Christ is the true Lord, and He's the messenger.
I mean,
And one thing I want to ask you is that إذا الشمس كورت وإذا النجوم انكثرت. He told me this verse, Quran ayah. He talks about prophecy. Does he talk about prophecy? وإذا النجوم انكثرت.
well, supposedly it's prophecy because this is supposedly will happen in the future. But the fact this is stupid because the sun already in that shape. So what is the sun kuwarat? You know what I mean? The takwir, you know, the action. If this is not a prophecy in the future, because it's saying when the sun is going to happen that way, but the sun already have that look, you know.
Okay.
So it's a just you see, Muhammad, he was trying. I don't know if you know about something. It's called a sajah. You know a sajah?
Okay.
There is something in the Arabian Peninsula. You can search for it. It's called Saj'ul Kuhan. Saj'ul Kuhan. Saj'ul Kuhan is exactly what the Quran is. The Quran, Muhammad actually he forbid the Muslims, after he was victorious, to do sajah. Why? Because he don't want anyone to be in competition with him in the Quran. He forbid them from doing sajah. Sajah is forbidden in Islam. Why? Because the Quran is sajah. So now if you make sajah, you are trying to make Quran. And the Muslim, they say to us, can you make Quran? You know,
yeah,
so sajah. This is why when you see the Quran here, those verses is nothing but sajah. They have no meaning. If you try to understand the meaning of those verses, you find no meaning. What is a shamsu kuwirat? What is that? What is the prophecy? What the Muslim told you about this prophecy?
Actually, I don't understand when they say that, but because it's not understandable. What he told me, I don't even understand about this verse. The Shamsu
Actually, because simply, obviously, the God of Islam, he don't consider the sun as a star, because is a Shamsu kuwirat, and then what is a nujumun kadarat? So that means the sun is not the same as a star, all right?
Yeah.
وإذا الجبال سيرت وإذا العشار عطلت وإذا الوحوش حشرت وإذا البحار سجرت وإذا it's just a sajah. It has no meaning, you know. And then you see the Muslims, they say in this verse, it's speaking about the verse number 8, وإذا الموءودة سئلت. We asked the maw'uda, they say to you, this is about the Arab used to bury children who they are females, correct?
During
before Islam.
Khalifa Umar ibn Khattab. Yes.
Before Islam, used to be. They say before Islam they used to do that. Before Islam.
Yeah, during the pagan period.
But the fact, that's because they are stupid. They don't understand. Al-Maw'uda is the one is buried. It is the soul, the spirit, the body, the dead body. So what is Al-Maw'uda su'ilat? Everyone is killed is going to be asked why you are killed. This is not about the children and the babies. This is stupid. But because they have a lack of intellect and they have a lack of reading their books, it's written in their books. Even this is interpretation written in their books. But how they can understand what they're written in their books if they don't read their books? So that you will see the Muslim, they copy this and they try to say, see, Islam forbid from killing babies, but the fact is about not killing babies. It's about in the judgment day, This is not why he did not say to them, don't kill your babies. This is about in the judgment day, I'm going to ask you why you did that. This is about why you killed an innocent human being, supposedly. All right.
Okay.
بأي ذنب قتلت. You know, وإذا الصحف نشرت إذا السماء كشطت. It's a stupid statement. All of this mean nothing. Then like just to show you how stupid the Quran, if you go to verse number 15, it says فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس.
Yes.
What the heck is that? والليل إذا عسعس والصبح إذا نفس. What this have to do with the judgment day? There is no connection. It's a stupid, you know. And then in verse number 19, just to make it clear that Muhammad is a false prophet, do you know what verse number 19 says?
Okay.
إنه لقول رسول كريم.
Kareem. Yes.
Okay. How he
This
how
is the word.
how
This is the word of the prophet.
yeah this so how this is Quran coming from Allah, and this is a statement of a generous prophet. This is mean the Quran is made by Muhammad, you know. هذا قول رسول كريم. Like what do you mean رسول كريم? That's stupid. You cannot say that. You should not say that. But Muhammad, he is making a poetry. He is making a sajja, not poetry, sajja. It's like Arabic music.
Yeah.
By saying that statement, he got himself busted. He just said that this is a statement of a generous prophet, which means everything I just said to you is coming from me. This is not from Allah. You see, guys, this is a chapter. And by the way, this is mentioned in more than one chapter. In chapter 69, verse number 40, it says the same. إنه لقول رسول كريم. So the same verse Muslims they quote for us, the same chapter. It is the same one. Get Muhammad busted. How this is the word of Allah, and this is the statement of Muhammad.
Okay.
Any Muslim?
Okay. Another thing to ask: when did Muhammad lost his toes?
Oh, this is during the some they say during the attack of Ahad. One of the pagans supposedly.
Harb al-Ahad.
Yeah, the غزوة Ahad. One of the pagan, he throw a rock and he hit him in the front in his jaws, so he broke all his teeth. He broke all the front teeth, so the up and the down, you know. So all of those are gone. You can search for it in the internet. You speak Arabic, you can type, you know, search for كسر رباعية الرسول.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You will find it right away.
I'll search. Okay.
You're welcome, my friend.
Okay.
I'm happy for you, and don't forget to invite us some Muslims, man. I'm happy for you that you left Islam.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I invited some of my friends. They were going to debate, and two of them still they told me they're going to debate, but the other person after watching your videos he told me that he don't accept hadith anymore. He became Quran only.
No problem. Let him. He can call me and debate me about the Quran, and soon he will say I don't accept Quran no more.
Yeah, he's very confused, and the others they're watching your videos. I'm waiting for them. I am asking them every day to come and debate.
Yeah.
But my best friend, he lose his trust on the hadith because he told me that he didn't know that, because even I myself even didn't know until I came to you and see all the hadiths that you put on the screen. After seeing all the things on the screen, that it is clear evidence, because I don't accept just like this Sulaiman or some Abid Sulaiman. He's just a garbage person. Because you know why? Because there are great scholars just like Jalalain, Ibn Abbas,
and here we are not quoting hadith. You know, we are
known scholars.
Yeah, we are not quoting hadith. We are quoting the scholar to show him how the Arabic is. You know, it's not about now.
Al-Qurtubi, he even denied Al-Qurtubi.
Yeah,
he's not a Muslim. This person is not a Muslim.
Right.
I heard him.
Yeah,
because I really thank the Messiah, because he opened my mind and my heart that I came to know the truth, because he used you to lead me to the truth.
I mean,
and I really appreciate. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, my
May
friend.
God bless you.
May
You're
the
so
Lord bless
blessed person. I will keep praying for you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I will watch your videos every day.
Thank you. God bless.
And there are people also that they are hiding in the bush because I invited them. They are keeping silent.
Yeah.
Because I'm texting them. They are listening to you. I know.
I
that.
know. I know.
Okay.
You know, always Muslim, they claim they are not even listening. Actually, they say they mute me. So why you are here?
Oh.
Why you are
Yeah,
here if you mute me?
Yeah. Look, you know why? Once a person starts watching your videos, he cannot stop because you are planting a bomb in his mind. He cannot stop because I remember once I watched your videos 4 years before. I muted once. I was sick. I got a headache. I was crying. I was shouting. I was sick even. Even the last day, I decided to come to you and I talked to you. And then I made dua and
Did you curse me?
no, I used to.
Okay.
I used to curse you every
How many
day.
times a day?
But now, almost every minute, because you made me lose the religion that I grew up. Because I used to love it, but now, thanks to Lord Yeshua, he led me to the right path. This is because I've been, to be honest, I had some doubts because I was wanting to know who is Allah and what is Allah. I was wanting to know all those things in my life. It took me years, and I really want to encourage the person Yunus, because the more he read about Islam, the more he lose a phase on that thing. Because one thing I understand is that when a Christian wants to become a good Christian and he reads Bible, he become a good person. When a Muslim wants to become a good Muslim, when he go to Hadith and the Sirah and all the kitabs, he becomes suspicious and complicated and contradictory person. He doesn't know what to do. He become confused person.
Yeah. Well, you know, the good thing here, we show everything in the screen, so nobody can say we are making things up, you know.
Of course, it's a proof, because I knew this websites before even you do that.
You know, some
I
people
used to read them in Arabic. Yeah.
Some people, they make speeches, Islam is bad, etc. I don't do that. I just read for you what is written there, and you know, you tell me what is that. As simple as that. This is the best way, because people, they need evidence, not just someone making speeches and accusations. Same as the Muslims, when they do, you know, the Muslims, they accuse us of lies, and they try to give interpretation for our Bible. It's not even exist. So they think, you see, I don't show, like, this is not my interpretation. I was showing Ibn Kathir, and Ibn Kathir is a scholar accepted by them.
Of course,
he's not my scholar. I'm not the one who
Ibn Kathir, Al-Jalalain, they all are great scholars in Islam.
Yeah,
and we knew them. Unless someone
suddenly
denies himself, or he tried to denounce him. Who is this Abdul Sulaiman, or who is he? He's just they are well-known scholars in Islam.
But the second you show them how stupid is what is written there, suddenly they will say to you, we don't accept them. Same as the hadith. You see, the first step of leaving Islam is denying the hadith. That is the fact. You know?
Of course, that's what happened to me.
Yeah. Because
I denied the hadith 2 years before.
Yeah, you start rejecting, because this is bad. I'm not going to accept this. Is stupid. So what you say to yourself, try to defend your faith by rejecting the hadith, and then you find that, okay, I rejected the hadith. Now what about the Quran? Can I reject the Quran? Because the Quran itself is stupid too. It doesn't make any difference if you accept the hadith or not. Still, the Quran is a stupid book. Quran is 10 times more stupid than the hadith. You know, like, you know, when we ask a Muslim about Israel, who is Israel? Okay, forget about the hadith. I want to know now, who is Israel? How I can get to know who's Israel? Where is Qabil and Habil in the Quran? Where are they?
Nowhere.
Okay, no. Where the story of Adam and Eve, where we can find the details? There's nothing, you know.
Tafsir, only in the tafsir.
Everything is not in the Quran. The Quran is an empty book. There's nothing.
Yeah.
The details, the real Islam is in.
To be honest, I haven't
pages.
understand ever since my I recite Quran ever since I was a child, but I didn't understand. That's why I have been running from one sheikh to the other, because I was trying to understand the meaning. Even if you do Arabic, if you speak Arabic very good, you don't even understand it. Do you know that?
Yeah. You know, because it's stupid. Is actually, even Muhammad, he used to fabricate Arabic words. As an example, once at the hadith he says, "Ulaika al-mugharribun." Do you know what mugharribun means?
No.
Okay, They ask him, the Arab, they ask him, what is mugharribun? Like, what the heck? What is mugharribun? He said, those who they partner with the devil, which means shaitan, he sleep with their wives. Yeah, shaitan sleep with the wives. Well, yeah, you know, it's a religion of fictions and stupidity.
Yeah, I understand. I completely understand. It's clear now.
Yeah.
It's clear. It's clear.
Yeah.
Once you understand everything, it's just all nice, and it's just created under fiction book.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I always pray for you. Keep up the good work, because I know there are some people that I invite them. Maybe it will take years, just like me.
Okay.
But one of my friend, he became a Quran only person. He told me he don't accept hadith anymore. I told him to come and defend the Quran, because I tried to defend Quran with many Christian apologetics, but I failed. Because even in the Quran it said that everyone will go to hell.
Yeah. Well, it's not the only story. I mean, the Quran is full of errors and stupidity. You see, when we speak about the book of God, we should not believe for a second that the book of God
It's
says stupid things.
it's a dialogue between a Quraysh, a Masihi, and actually not Masihi, Nasara, and yes, because it's a different. There is a difference between Nasara and Masihi. Masihi is the one who believe in the Messiah, and Nasara they were corrupted, because they believe that Jesus and his mother Mary is God, because he took that thing from this Nasara people.
Well, it doesn't matter where he took it from. At the end of the day, even the Trinity, he got it wrong, because if he take it from a sect, why you claim all the Christians believe in that? You know, that's not a reason to say what he said, because he should discuss the matter of the majority who believe in something, not some few smaller group, and they are not exist no more. If they are exist one day, you know. But Muhammad, he never met the real Christians. You know, he met Nasara, and he thought this is what the Christians believe. You know.
Yeah. And at last, when I come to watch your videos about Noon, I never knew Noon was a whale. I never knew. I have no idea. Nobody. Can you imagine how many people doesn't know Noon is a whale that carries the earth? Nobody knows. I was shocked when I came to know the Noon. Under the Noon, there is a bull. Under the bull, there is a rock. It's really some kind of. Have you ever read Arabian Nights? The book Arabian Nights.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
It's just like that.
Yeah, it's actually this is Quran. You see, Arabian Night is a collection of legend stories put in a book. It's not like a creation of a person. Same time, Muhammad did the same. He collected the stories, exist before him, and he put it in the Quran. So that you can say the Quran is the Arabian Night book, and at his time. The flying car.
Really amazing. I want you to make a video on Juj wa Ma'juj, and if you can do on that, because they dig the mountains. They are behind the mountain. They dig because they don't say inshallah. They do not.
Right.
And I want because you're doing from scratch, because you are dismantling this religion from scratch. And even for me, it's a great education, because I never knew all the things, because you are bringing the proof, and it's really awesome.
Yeah. Well, the story of Gog and Magog, it's very easy. If you go right now, like now we are in chapter in Ibn Kathir. If you go to chapter 18, verse number 94, right away you will see the story of Gog and Magog. You know, Islam is very easy to figure out. I mean, it's a stupid religion. You do not need much of work, especially like you as a person who speak Arabic. You see, you have an advantage others don't have, because you speak Arabic. You can go and research and study easier than someone who don't know Arabic. So now, if we go to chapter 18, as long as you are with me and ask me about this 18, and we go to 94, because this is where the verse is appearing. And again, the one where Muhammad speak about this is the Jews again. You know, they fooled him. This is why Muhammad hated the Jews, because the Jews, they got him busted by asking him questions. He thought the answer he will give will satisfy them, but he never noticed that they are making fun of him. If we go enter Joe, here we go. So until he arrived where it is a huge numbers of the Yajuj and the Majuj. And then he found next to those Gog and Magog people, which is supposedly a valley, but for Muhammad they are people who they are called Gog and Magog. He found next to them people who don't understand nothing, but yet the verse after it says that those people they ask Zulqarnain, which means Alexander the Great, to build a dam. But how you say they understand nothing and now they are asking you to do something smart, to build a dam? I mean, this is their idea. So here they ask this guy Zulqarnain to create a barrier between them and Yagug and Magog. Zulqarnain said, so Allah he spoke to Zulqarnain and he told him either you punish me or you reward them. And then Zulqarnain he asked them to build a barrier, and that barrier is made from copper and from I forgot the other material in English. So anyway, like he made copper and like bronze. What is the bronze? What is the bronze? Bronze. I think it's bronze. Like, you know, I think even in English the same. So anyway, he asked them to make those blocks so they can build a dam between the two nations. And then supposedly those nations, they will Gog and Magog, and the judgment day, and from now until the judgment day, they will be trying their best to dig inside, let us say, in that wall and get out. But it's not working. Each time they dig in, they come back in the second morning and they find that their hole, which they digged yesterday, it's closed. So, which means all their work is gone. How did they not know? But then one day in the judgment day, people of Gog and Magog, they will, one of them, he will say, before we start doing this, let us say inshallah, you know.
Yes.
And then when they say inshallah, they come the second day and they find their hole is still there. It's not closed.
Yeah.
And this is how they will be able to penetrate.
And they will go out and eat all humankind.
They will
make fish kebab.
Not eat. They will kill. They will slaughter.
Okay.
Yeah. And Gog and Magog, if you have my book, you will see the description for them. I have all the reference. They are funny. Some of them, they are. Every one of Gog and Magog, he will have 1,000 baby before he die.
Okay.
So imagine in the time.
He also breed.
Oh yeah, they have sex and they breed. Yeah. So that's mean if in that time, imagine those are exist in the time of Zulqarnain. So if every one of them he breathed 1,000, and then remember the 1,000 will do what? Each one of them will have 1,000, right? Yeah. So from one person within, and they grow up very fast. Like it doesn't take them 20 years or 16 years to have sex again. Like within a year he is a growing mature. So within a year we will have 1 million Gog and Magog from one person from Gog and Magog, just one person. So you know they have ears. They sleep inside their ears. Their ears is like a tent.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
Their ears is like a blanket.
Like a tent. No, it's like a tent. It's like the right ear is like a tent, and he goes sleep inside his ear.
Yes, yeah. I grew up hearing all those things.
Yeah.
And this when did this dua starts? This dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min adhab al-qabr wa min adhab jahannam. This is somehow. When did this prayer start?
This is from Muhammad, at the time of Muhammad. Most of those are hadith.
Okay.
You know, all of those is hadith, and the Muslims they repeat them. There's the same as the dua, which means the prayer before you go to the bathroom. And there's and he told them there's a prayer before you have sex. Because if you don't say that words or this prayer, Shaitan will wrap himself around the penis of the man, and he is going to be the one who's having sex with the women. You know, all those fiction stories coming from Muhammad. But here, this story is not coming really from Muhammad. It's a story Muhammad he heard, and he put it in his Quran because he thought this is something is accepted to be true about Gog and Magog.
Okay.
You know, yeah. Anything else, my friend?
It's just like AntiChrist and the false prophet, Gog and Magog.
No, the AntiChrist. You see, everything Muhammad is taken from somewhere, But Antichrist is different. It is different thing. Antichrist is a person who will claim to be the Messiah. You know, the Antichrist in Islam is his name is Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal, which means the false Messiah.
Yes.
So he will claim,
false Messiah.
Right. So he will claim to be the Messiah.
Yeah.
He's not
also in
he's not really the Antichrist. You know, he's not really the Antichrist as the Muslim translate it. It is he is Antichrist by trying to clone him, but he don't call himself the Antichrist. He called himself the false Messiah.
Okay.
And actually, this is not even he called himself. It's the
okay. I want to ask you something. Just like when in Arabic, just when someone is say Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal, Masih Isa, if I go and translate into Google Translation, Masih, he will translate it as Jesus. Isa as Jesus. It cannot be Jesus. Jesus. You see, this is what confuses. Why
this is a false translation.
Do you understand me?
Al-Masih is different word. It's a title.
Yes, but in Google they put it as Jesus. Masih as
Google,
Jesus,
you know,
and Isa Google. As Jesus.
Yeah.
It cannot be two Jesus. You have a father name. My father name cannot be the same as mine.
Right.
If let's say someone is Abdul Jabbar, his father, he cannot be Abdul Jabbar. Abdul Jabbar cannot be Abdul Jabbar. Abdul Jabbar. That is why I see that Al-Masih Isa is not well translated in Arabic, because the Messiah means the anointed in Arabic, sir, right?
Yeah, but
yes,
you see, it's one of them. In the Messiah, it's more than an anointed one.
Okay.
It have many meaning, but the major one of it, that he is the chosen, the anointed, the elected, the selected, the unique, the miracle. All those names fit with the Messiah, because this is what the Messiah is about. The Messiah, he is a miracle himself. His birth is a miracle, you know. His life is miracle. His death is miracle. His words is miracle, because they are powerful. So the Muslims, because they are copying a name, they do not know what it is. If we ask the Muslims, where do you get the name Isa from, they have no idea. The English one, Jesus, is coming actually from Yeshua, or in Arabic we say
Yeshua.
Yeshua, which is Yeshua. Yeah. So the Muslims do not know what does that mean. I do not know what the Messiah mean, because this is coming from a different language, you know.
Okay.
You know, in the ancient language, like letters, they make a name, and the letters are not really just letters. They are usually, sometimes they are two words, not one word, you know. So if you go and study the name of the Messiah, or the name of Adam, or the name of Noah, you will find that those are not names. Those are a statement. It's a sentence, you know. It's not a name. There's no names in the Bible. There's no names. Adam is not a name, you know. Even we call now when we say Adam, we mean a person, but the fact it's not a name, you know. This is not the name of a person. This is a description of that person, you know.
Yes, just like Abraham is the father of nation.
Abraham does not mean
it has meaning.
It's not a name.
He's the father of
Abraham
nation.
is coming from Abraham is the one who crossed the river, you know, the one who come from, you see, if you go to Iraq, right, so there is Euphrates and Dajla, right?
Yes.
So Abraham, he was in Ur. This is where his family from. So when he decided to leave his family and their faith, you know, he became the apostate. But how he became the apostate? Because he crossed the river. Those who used to leave the faith in the time of Abraham, here they ran away. What they do? They crossed the river. So this is what Abraham means, the one who crossed the river.
Good.
You know, everything same as Moses. Moses is the one who survived the drowning.
Has no meaning. Isa has no meaning.
No, Isa actually
has no meaning.
Isa in Arabic, because it's a wrong word. You know, it's a wrong word. Mostly Muhammad, he got the name from the Greek, you know. Which is Esos. You know.
Yes, and also I was wondering, if Ishmael was Muslim, why there is no single person named Ishmael before Muhammad? In Mecca or in Medina, there is nobody.
You know,
because their names Abdullah, Abdul Uzza, Abdul Manat.
Yeah,
you can find it all in the history of Islam.
right.
This is just like that.
Correct. Because so your question is, how come if Islam came to the Arabian Peninsula as they claim, why nobody called his son Ibrahim?
Yes.
Or Ishmael?
Yeah.
Or Ishaq? You know? Yeah. But you will find those names actually exist, but not between the Arab, the tribe of Muhammad. Those are exist between the Jews, you know, for sure. But the Jews, but the Jews are not from there anyway. The
Jews that exist in Yathrib.
Yeah, the Jews are not. The Jews actually even is they are not there. The Jews, they ran away from Israel when the Roman conquered the Persian. Before that, if you remember the chapter of Rum in the Quran, the chapter of the Rum where it says Muhammad speaking about how the Rum they lost, but they will win again. So in the time of Muhammad, the Roman they lost in the year 614, and the Persian they were able to conquer Jerusalem, and the Jews at that time they helped the Persian against the Christians. So what happened when the Persian came? This is why the second immigration, let us say, wave of Jews. When the Roman they conquered back Jerusalem, the Jews they ran away because they took a side of the Persian, so they escaped. This is why the number of Jews during that time, it was all of them mostly either in Persia, like not long time ago. There's a huge number of Jewish in Iran. Why? Because during the time of the Roman, the Jews they escaped for their life because they took the side of the Persian during that war. And the same, some of them they escaped and they went all the way to the Arabian Peninsula. Why? Because in the Arabian Peninsula, Roman state does not exist. There's no Roman authority. It's like it was an asylum land for them. You know, the Jews they come there as an asylum. So all the story of Abraham went to Mecca is a joke. Why Abraham want to go to Mecca?
Yeah, you cannot track. You cannot track. Even he was Syrian. He went down to Canaan city, and he lived in. He died in Canaan, right?
But you know, let us go by the Muslim story. Okay. You know, when the Muslim they speak about Abraham, let me open a map in the Middle East to explain to people who they are listening why this story is stupid to believe in. Let us see. Let me open a map. Okay. All right. If we go here, this is a map for the Middle East. So if we look at the map in front of us, this is Iraq. So supposedly Abraham is coming from this land here.
Yeah.
All right. Now Iraq have rivers. Actually, I need to find a better map from this one. Maybe if we zoom, we can see better. Let us see if that will work. No. Okay, let us see. Let us see Google. Hold on. I'll try to find Google map, because Google can show us maybe better. All right, this one is better. Perfect. So here you will notice with me that there is rivers in this area, and you will see here it's a green area. So let us say that Abraham, he was in this area, and this area, as you see, it's full of grass, trees, green. Now Abraham, he wanna leave Iraq, and he decided to go to where? To Mecca. Now look at the road to Mecca. It's a desert, pure desert.
Yes.
Now he have to pass all this area, coming all the way from Iraq. Why in the world he will do such a stupid thing? Because this is mean death.
To the opposite direction. Nobody would go to the opposite direction.
It's not only the opposite direction. He's going to the desert. You know what?
Yes, because there is no oasis.
Yeah, what Abraham would do for a living?
No,
what he would do for a living? Abraham, he's you know, the same as all people at that time. They have animals. This is how they live.
It would be very difficult. It would be very difficult.
No, they have animals. They have animals. That's how they live. Everybody at that time have animals. You know, you grow sheep, goats.
Yes, herds. You know? Goats,
okay.
Yes.
So now he is
flocks
stupid to go and walk in the Arabian desert. He will die.
Of course.
People when they go, Bedouin, all of that at that time, most of people are Bedouin. You know, they move from place to place looking for.
Yes,
so,
they're Bedouin.
So now, if he want to move, he will look for somewhere where it's a green. Now that is Syria. Makes sense. That is maybe Jerusalem. That makes sense. But to go all the way to Mecca, which is very far, and it's a desert, that's stupid.
Yeah.
You know, if we look for, if we go in Google, let me see if I can open Google. Hold on. If we open Google and we look at Google Earth map, let us do that. I hope my internet will not go slow. If we go to Google Earth, just to show people how this desert is ugly. I mean, this is really ugly desert. It's not like a place to visit or to have fun, or you know, how you can survive. Let us see. All right, we go to Mecca. All right, guys, look with me in this land. Why in the world anyone he have a brain, little brain, he will come and go through this land? What is there? Let us zoom out and let us focus in the route he should take to go to Iraq. This is the land he have to pass to go to Iraq. Look with me. He have to go from Mecca here all the way through this land, all the way to Iraq. Okay, now let us zoom in that land a little bit so we can see the nature of this land. It doesn't matter what time, a human being is a human being, and they are not stupid. He knew, and right away when you see the desert you try to avoid it. Why in the world I want to go here? Do you see, guys, what is this? This is thousands of kilometers. They are dead dry. Nothing lived there. Look at this. Let me see if I can go down in the ground, if there is any road or anything. I don't think so. Drag to enter street. Maybe this here, I don't know. Yeah, let us show you a picture here. There's a picture. Let us show you a picture. Why in the world do you want to go there? I mean, what is this? You know,
he's crazy.
This is a dead land. You know, there's nothing. There's no water. There's no river.
It's absolute desert.
How they will live? How they will survive to pass through this? You know, you see, even at the time of Muhammad, the Arab, when they go to Syria, they walk in this direction here. They don't go to Iraq from here. They go first in this route where a little bit more green and they can find water in their way. You know, so they go from here all the way to, and then they go to Jordan, and they go then to Syria, Damascus, etc. They don't go in the desert like that. This is an empty desert. Actually, in Saudi Arabia, they have the most dead desert in the world. This is called
actually what I understand, that if he move from the map that what I see to down Marca, Abraham must be on cracks.
Yeah,
he must be. Of course, unless he is mentally ill or something, he will look for oasis and where he can get water for his flocks, and he can nowhere. He will never be in Mecca. Nowhere.
You heard of Ar-Rub al-Khali, right? Ar-Rub al-Khali.
Yes.
Yes. Ar-Rub al-Khali, guys, mean the empty desert, which means nothing lived there.
Yeah.
So like if there is some rain happen once every 100 years, the Arab Bedouin, they take a picture of it because it's amazing. They rain in the empty quarter. It's called the empty quarter desert because simply nothing can survive there. This is a pure soft sand. Nothing live there. Look at this sand, guys. Here the heat during daytime is like what oven? Oven is nothing. Oven is nothing compared to this desert. This is nothing. There's no water. There's no rain. Rain happen maybe once every 20 years. 30 years.
It's around 120 degree Fahrenheit.
You see,
they cannot.
Yeah, actually, in
they
Saudi Arabia,
you cannot even walk for a day.
In Saudi,
you cannot.
Right. So what you can what walk? You cannot survive half hour if you don't have shelter.
The flock will die.
Yeah.
His ships will die in the desert. They cannot reach from Syria to Mecca because even you cannot walk for one day because it's around 125 degree Fahrenheit.
Even at night here is dead.
Yes.
Because even at night is dangerous here. There's it's
yes.
Look at this. Abraham, he will come to here. I mean, what kind of stupid idiot he is to walk in this desert? Why you want to do that? And you have your animals, and you have your wife with you, and you have your children with you. I mean, this is stupid. And he's alone. Imagine the danger of you walking and the beast and the animals, and the Middle East is full of hyenas and wolves, and they will attack your animals. And there's no guns at that time. And Abraham is alone, and you have two babies. They are children. I mean,
yeah, and there are dangerous snakes.
The desert is a very deadly place, and even cold there in winter is extreme because at night it's so cold. You see, the desert, there's a unique thing about it. In night it's very cold.
Yeah.
In the daytime it's very hot, and this is in the winter time. Yeah. However, in the summertime, the night is fine, but the day is extremely scary. You can burn your hand in Saudi Arabia if you park your car outside and you try to open the door with your hand, without using gloves or something. You will burn your hand because if you try to sit in the seat, you will burn. The seat of the car will be burning. There's many videos you can see in YouTube how people they cook their food not in the stove. You can break an egg literally in the yard outside, and it's going to be cooked in a minute. It's like you are having it in the stove. I remember even myself, I was in Saudi Arabia, and I have some clothes to wash, so I turn off the machine. It was like, it's not like automatic as like this time. It's like a simple machine. So I said to myself, let me finish it. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't remember. Like it's an old machine. I said, let me turn it off. When I come back, I will finish it. So I turn off the machine. I came back. The water is gone. Vibrated. The water is gone. The machine is under like it's like a room outside in the Court al-Hosh, So it's exposed to heat. The machine is exposed to heat. So I turned the machine off. I came back. I found my clothes dry like rocks. As if you are, of course. Yeah. This is inside the machine, and the machine is full of water. I just turned the machine off, and the machine is full of water. The water is gone. This is
it's evaporated
because the temperature is extremely scary
during day season.
So imagine this guy. He want to walk here all the way to Saudi Arabia right away. Any person who is coming from he live his life growing animals, etc. He knew right away that the first thing he should do is to find water. The first thing.
Yeah. He need to have horses, yes.
And he have to carry water with him, and he have to find water in his way. Not only for him, because remember, not only him walking, he have animals,
Because he has thousands of sheep.
Yeah, and they have to eat the grass. You have to feed them. You have to feed them. It's not only you,
Of course.
So
his servants.
The logic,
of course, it is difficult.
Yeah, the logic of this is stupid.
The
like the desert of Syria, we cannot call it really desert compared to Saudi Arabia. They call it Badia, which means the steppe of the desert. So it is logical for him to go in Syria for there what is called desert. Nothing to compare to Saudi Arabia. It is not really a desert, totally empty. There's no water, there's etc. There is, but it's still dry land. But here you will notice in your way there's rivers you can get water from. There is a spring of waters.
He can water his flocks.
Yeah, he can survive
and his family.
easy.
Yes,
They can survive easy, and it's logical that for sure he heard about the Greenland here in the Mediterranean. So very normal, because remember, through history, the Babylon, they attacked many times. Actually Syria was part of their empire, right?
Yes.
The Assyrian in a certain time they conquer all, even
Syrian is part of Babylon.
Yes. Yeah. So now they knew already.
Many times Babylon is Syria.
Yeah. So they knew already.
Iraq, they knew already and part of Syria.
Yeah, but this is mean they knew already all the geography about this land. So they knew here it's green, and a lot of trees, a lot of mountains, a lot of water. So it's very normal that whoever have animals in this area, he will immigrate to this area. For this is where the water and the green is.
Okay.
People who live in the desert, usually they stay in the desert because they cannot get close. Maybe they are from different nation. Those people, they will not allow them to come here.
Okay.
Because there's people here, they will not allow you to get in if the land is occupied. But if the land is empty, then it's very normal for anyone who have an animals who want to make a good living, he move to the green area. Like why always this area is concentrated with population here? Because simply this is where it's a green. Here it's empty, there's nothing. If you go right now to Syria, here this is empty, there's nobody. There's no cities. All the population, like let's say if Syria is 20 million, you will find maybe 18 million of them are in this area. Because it's green area. Because it's the green. Even now, because cities they based on city water. How you wanna give them water, how they want to drink, and water in the Middle East is always a problem, always, because water is not too much to consider to the population. So they have like Saudi Arabia, it's a 1 million kilometer. 1 million square kilometer almost, but Saudi Arabia, the population is less than 20 million as a real citizen. The rest are workers there. But Saudi Arabia is not a country where everywhere you can live. All of this is empty. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's no cities. You see here, there's no cities. This is all is empty. There's nothing. Yeah, because it's dead desert. It's very dry. There's nothing. There's nothing. The oil. Yes, there's nothing. The oil now is giving them life, but still it's a desert. There's no. There's no. The 1 liter of water in Saudi Arabia is more expensive than 1 liter of gas. As I remember, I don't know what now it is. So yes. Yeah, I used to fill up my gas. The water, I think it was like almost half the price. I mean the gas, half the price of water. They have a lot of gas, but they don't have water, and the water, their water is salty. It's not even good for drinking. Even their building, when they build, because their water is full of salt. So when they build the house, a very nice villa, after 2 years, the villa have a lot of cracks. Why? Because the sand and the water which are using for mixing the cement is salty. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's salty. Then after a while, the salt will damage because it's a salt. That's why in this we come into conclusion that Abraham never built Makkah. That's why they say that Adam, Adam, he built Makkah. That's why they say that. They say Adam. They used an option. Yeah, Adam. Who built Makkah? This I was confused. Who built Makkah? Some scholars say the Kaaba. They don't talk about building Makkah. They talk about building the Kaaba. According to them, the first one it was Abraham. Yeah. Abraham, Allah he sent him a stone. So sorry, Adam. Allah he sent the stone to Mecca, and he placed the stone here in Mecca, and then Allah he sent down Adam in India. Yes, in India, and she was in Jeddah. I grew up listening to this history. Yeah, she was in Saudi, and he was in India.
actually, when you see that they had when a person doing off 7 times, you can understand that even in the Hindu they do it counterclockwise. The Hindus clockwise, here counterclockwise. In Kaaba you do it counterclockwise. Hindus do it clockwise. You can go and search for it. It's just like Hindus also does la 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 la. Here is also you can do mantras all day, just like
they have a song. They actually, it's the same. Yeah,
you are reciting the same verse again and again, again and again, again and again. That you do not understand.
According to the Muslims, Adam was sent in India, which is today Sri Lanka. So imagine this trip.
Oh,
look at this, guys. This is Sri Lanka. This is Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I just want to.
Yeah, this is Sri Lanka. You know, for those who do not know where Sri Lanka, this is Sri Lanka in the map. And look where is Saudi Arabia. So now Mr. Adam, the poor Adam, he have to cross the sea from Sri Lanka. I don't know how he can do that, and he's the first man. Remember, Adam is the first man. And you know what does that mean? I mean, there's no ship.
Yeah.
How he is going to cross the sea? So Adam,
he has never learned making sheep yet.
He's just made. He's alone. I mean, this guy is alone. How he can cross the sea? So he crosses.
Does he even know how to cut a tree? Because he's first. This is a made-up story.
Yeah, he crossed the sea supposedly, and then he went all the way through India, because Sri Lanka supposedly is part of India at that time, or consider. And then he went all the way, crossing all the way India. I mean, how many years that will take him? And then he cannot go to Saudi right away in the ocean. Still, he have to go through Iraq, because remember, he have to go around the route. This is Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, today Iran. All right, and then he go to Iraq, and then he go to Mecca. How many kilometers is that? If we measure
thousands of kilometers.
If we measure
thousands and thousands.
Actually, we can measure it. We can measure it. Hold on, we can measure it, because we can use the tool in. Where is the tool here? Hold on, tools.
7,000 kilometers.
Yeah, let's see. Here we go. If we make a straight line, which is impossible, you know, there's no way.
Yeah.
He don't have a GPS, and there's no road. He have to go. This is here. Let's say here. Okay, this is alone. Where is the router? I didn't see the router tool. I don't see the kilometers. I want to see it. Okay, let's see. Ruler. Okay, here we go. Now I see it. I will show it to you in the screen, guys, so you can see with me how many kilometers. Okay, let us say he is here. All right. Okay, this is until now is 2,663. Okay, we stop here. Now he take another direction. Okay. Okay, no, I don't want that. I wanna curve it. And imagine here that Mr. Adam, he is so smart. He know the direction exactly how to go. I mean, I don't know how he can do that. You know. So this is 2,600 kilometers. Let's continue make another route from here. And then he go all the way here. This is again.
And some of the scholars said it took 80 years.
80 years
to get.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And now he is going to take another router. All right, and he will go from here to here. So the total is about 7,000 kilometers.
I guess. Yeah.
You know,
I told you.
7,000 kilometers, and this is the poor Adam walking in his feet.
No way, no way.
You know,
it takes
and not only that, Adam, he did that 40 times in his lifetime.
Yeah.
And all of this is what? Because Allah, he put a rock here, and he have to come and visit the rock and circulate around the rock. I know is the crazy. And why in the world Adam will leave Sri Lanka, which is so beautiful? Do you know how beautiful Sri Lanka, guys, is? Do you know how green Sri Lanka is? Like the same story of Adam, of Abraham.
Yeah.
Why somebody here live in this paradise? Because Sri Lanka is extremely green. I mean, here there's no way any human being can die from hunger.
Yes, he can get what you want here.
Here, your animals,
Survival.
they will survive. Your it's amazing. So why people want to die here? Doesn't make sense. You
No,
know,
there's no way he cannot die here because he can get what he wants. He can survive here. Everything is available. The water, everything. He can make even a good shelter. It's a good weather there. He can survive there.
it's
There's no way.
it's a fantastic place. You know, this place is
Yeah, of
very
course.
green. You know, Sri Lanka is very bit. Actually, they have a problem. It's too much water. You know, it's too much water. So why Allah did not bit his rock in Kaaba in Sri Lanka? At least something beautiful. You know, what about Malaysia? What about Indonesia? You know, what is unique about the Kaaba, Mecca, the desert, dead place? There's nothing there. You know, it's stupid. And the poor guy, he have to go 40 years in his lifetime, going all the way from Sri Lanka all the way to you know. And by the way, the people of Sri Lanka, they have big problem with the Muslims. In case you do not know, the Muslims in Sri Lanka are a small, tiny minority, but yet they are causing big problems in Sri Lanka. As usual, wherever the Muslims they go, bloodshed go with them. It doesn't matter where they go. Here we go, the elephant of Sri Lanka. Anyway, thank you, my friend, for calling. Let us see if
Okay, thank you.
if somebody else
Yeah,
want to call.
thank you so much.
Take care.
I will pray for you. I always pray for you.
Thank you, my friend.
I always pray, and I always pray to God that He can raise people like you, because it's just like I got. Even I know how to reach out to Muslims. I understand, because for even it's good for Christians also. Do you know that? Because Christians they have to come here and learn, because many Christians they don't know how to answer. Because I remember when I used to get a Christian, I can easily confuse them. They don't know how to bust me. They don't know. They don't even know how to. They are ignorant. They don't read Bible. They don't read Quran and Hadith, except a few people that always come here and watch your videos. I advise Christians, even they come here and watch your videos. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome, my friend. Take care. God bless.
Okay. Okay. Bye.